All right, hello guys, welcome. My name is Erika Gonzalez. I am your one-star double platinum and team leader of Team Unstoppables. Today, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you guys are able to go ahead and utilize the meta business to go ahead and be able to, do your whole month's worth one time and be good for a whole month. All right, so first off, we're going to go ahead and make sure you guys, there's different ways you guys can go ahead and go about logging into your meta business. I usually just go ahead and go into my own profile and click here on the side where you guys are able to go ahead and get your account. And you can go ahead and see how it says Meta Business. So if you click there, it's going to go ahead and take you automatically to there. All right. So mine, as you guys can go ahead and see, I have several under here. So if you guys have several also, you guys will see that there, and you just choose the one you guys want to utilize. In this case, mine's going to be the Erika for Travel one. From here, what you guys want to go ahead and do is you're going to see the left side of things, right? We're going to go under planner. All right. It's going to be this little calendar looking thing. And this is what you guys will see. In your case, you guys will see this blank, right? Unless you guys have posted. But you guys will see from Sunday all the way to Saturday, right? In this case, I want to go ahead and see the whole month all the way around. So if we go ahead and go to month, you'll see this. All right. So in other words, let's go ahead and March. This is what you would you see like in February for you guys. All right. So what we want to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and tell you guys how you are able to add on. So like that, you are able to go ahead and have the whole month and not worry about it. Now, well, let me go into January. For example, my January, this is how my January looks. As you guys can see, it's pretty much full, right? So what I have is I actually, and for those that didn't know, Meta is connected to also your Instagram account. Okay, so you guys are able to connect to both of them. Like that, when you guys post on your Facebook, guess what? It's going to post automatically into your Instagram as well. So you don't have to worry about your Instagram account. So tell you the truth, I really don't post on Instagram because I'm utilizing my Facebook as of right now. So if you guys have your Instagram, right, go into your Meta and you guys are able to set that up within the settings section to go ahead and make sure that you guys are able to do that at the same time. Okay. So for now, excuse me, what I want to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go into what it is. Like, for example, February, right? As you guys can see, some of them have already been done. Now on here, you guys can see how it has like, it says Facebook and then it has Instagram and then it has like, it says 2 more. So what that means, it means that I actually had 2 more that I scheduled out for that day. I usually schedule out more than once to go ahead and help the algorithm go. So for example, this one, I did the 10 o'clock, I did 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and this one was for Instagram as well, right? So when I see stuff, I go ahead and add it onto in here. Every, I believe, 29 to 30 days, you guys are able to book out. Okay, so like right now, I'm able to book out until pretty much 29 to 30 days. I can't go ahead and do like way in advance, sadly, but you guys are able to go ahead and do it every so often. In this case, you guys can go ahead and utilize, what's today, the 9th. You can go ahead and start maybe tomorrow, as of tomorrow, and then start scheduling that out. Now, the thing on here is what you guys can go ahead and do is when you click wherever you guys want to go ahead and do, you're going to click this little plus sign right here. Okay. When you click on it, it's going to say schedule post, schedule story, create reel, and schedule ad. We don't want to do ads. We're going to do posts. And you guys are actually able to schedule out reels and stories as well, but that's further up, right? Right now, what we want to do is we are going to click right here and we're going to go ahead and schedule post. You just have to add the little plus sign to whatever date you guys want to go ahead and do. All right. Now this will pop up. What this is in case if you guys do not have your Instagram account attached to it, you're only going to see your Facebook. You guys are just going to go ahead and verify that it's going to be that day, which is the 14th. You choose whatever time you guys want it to go ahead and appear. I usually have it appear either at 8, at 10. I have it different time frames to go ahead and work to see where I get more engagement on. If you guys always want to have it at 10 o'clock in the morning, at 8 o'clock in the morning, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever you guys want to have, you guys can do that. In my case, like I said, I'll just go ahead and have it at 10 o'clock. Since I have my Instagram attached to it, 10 o'clock, good. All right, we're gonna click save. And then you guys are gonna scroll a little bit further up. You can go all the way up. Right here, you're gonna see where it says media. You guys can go ahead and either do a photo or a video upload on here. So it's up to you what you guys want to go ahead and do. So in this case, I'm going to upload a video. I'm going to upload a picture. And you guys are able to go ahead and utilize it. Either a funny photo. It doesn't always have to be travel, you know, really, oh, here's a mock booking, mock booking, mock booking. You guys can go ahead and, you know, if you guys know, like Epic Universe is opening up next year, right? Which is in Florida, which is another thing added into Universal. So that's something new. You guys can go ahead and add on to it. You guys can go ahead and go into Facebook, see what's going on, what's trending. You guys can go ahead and go under like Universal, go under Disney and see what stuff pops up. A lot of my friends, since I have a lot of friends on my Facebook, I see stuff that they go ahead and share, and I get some of my stuff from there as well. So in this case, how I know about Epic Universe is because I'm following Universal, and they went ahead and talked about this. So I would recommend you guys either follow like Universal, Disney, any of those areas, right? Bloggers, travel, anything of that sort, because that can help you guys too as well when you need some content. In this case, we're going to go ahead and do Epic Universe. I already uploaded one picture. You guys can upload, I believe, right here, up to 10 photos at a time. In this case, I just want to do one. Then you guys are able to go ahead and put your text. So I can go ahead and be like, Epic I don't know, something along those lines, make it pretty, put some fairies if you guys want to add that into there, however you guys want to go ahead and do. Now, this is going to go ahead and be posted when did I put this? For February 14th. Well, I don't want to do 14th. Let's do it on, I don't know, another day. Okay, there. I scheduled it out for February 25th at 10 o'clock. All right, so this is what's going to post. It's going to be this photo, and you guys get to see the preview right here on how it looks on the desktop and how it looks on a phone. So that's the cool part about it. If you don't like how it looks, or you want to add on to it, take away, whatever, you guys get to see that little preview right here on how it will look. Like in this case, right, my tag your universal buddy, it doesn't, you can't see it unless you click the see more. So I would go ahead and want to maybe pick it up over here. And like that, it can kind of have it more. You still have to see more on there, but it kind of gives you a visual on what you'll be able to see. See right there, tag your buddy. All right. Hashtags, if you guys want to go ahead and use the hashtags, you guys are able to make sure that when you use the hashtags, you go ahead and add your own as well, right? We want to go ahead and add your own business one. Always attach your business to it as well. So like, for example, mine is Erika for travel. You guys can go ahead and do for Universal Epic. So different stuff like that you guys are able to do. Also, when, of course, when you start doing hashtags, you'll have like a little download on here that that you guys are able to use as well. Okay, so use whatever you guys want to go ahead and use on there. I'm just doing this as the example. Okay, we have already the scheduled time and date that we wanted on here. Okay, review, we're already reviewing it. And a privacy post, it's automatically going to be public unless you want it restricted. And then you're going to go ahead and click schedule right here. Okay, don't put finish later unless you're going to go back. Then this is saved as a draft. It will not post. So you can go ahead and hit here schedule, and it's going to go ahead and schedule it out. You're going to see a little, make sure you go back to the month. So like that, you can see it all together. I like seeing the whole month on here. So right here, you get to see the 25th. at 10 o'clock, both Facebook and Instagram will go ahead and see. If I click on it, I get to see my little preview attached to it as well. Okay, let's just say I'm like, oh man, I misspelled it, or you know what, I don't want this picture. You guys have these little 3 little dots right here. You can click where it says edit, duplicate, reschedule, move, or delete. You have the options of doing that as well. So let's just say I didn't want to do it at 10 o'clock. I want to do it at 1 o'clock. You guys can go ahead and reschedule the post, and it comes up right here. If you guys are going to reschedule or delete, you guys have to make sure you do both Facebook and Instagram, okay? If you guys are attaching your Instagram to this, because if not, it will post on Instagram and not post on Facebook, okay? Just an FYI on that. So if I delete this one, for example, then I have to make sure I go in here and change and delete also Instagram. In this case, let's just say I want to do it at 1 o'clock. Okay, so I'm changing the time to 1 o'clock, right? Reschedule. So when I go ahead and do that, I have to make sure I do that on Instagram as well. So like that, it can go ahead and do it at the same time. Reschedule post. I'm going to do it at 1. Yeah. And reschedule. Okay. And if I go ahead and go to refresh, my 1 o'clock is right there. Right. And you guys are able, like I said, you guys can go ahead and do this out up to 29, 30 days. So for example, today's 9, and it'll tell you if you guys are able to do it or not. Okay. It'll tell you, oh, you're too far out. Like for example, if I want to do it like on 21st. Let's schedule a post. Tells me right here, scheduled posts need to be between 20 up to 29 days from when I created them. So I'm not able to go ahead and go that far out. So it's only 29 days from today, okay, that we can go ahead and schedule out as well. Okay. And I usually recommend to add some humor into here as well. Not always, like I said, always mock bookings. You want to add some humor. You want to add some informational stuff in here. You also want to do mock bookings. I'm not saying don't do them, but you want to go ahead and mix and match it, right? You want to have a little bit of everything as well. In my case, I'm more into Disney, right? But I don't just do Disney all the time. I kind of mix it up too. Do Universal or do interesting facts. In this case, like for example, this one, right? It's the Jason Momoa picture right here. And it's funny, right? Me and Jason at the beach, haters will say it's fake, but you're just jealous kind of thing. So it's more of a haha thing. And the reason you want to do this is like that you can go get more engagement out of it, and more people look at it. And what happens when somebody sees this or shares it, the other people go in there and see your information. You get me? So that's what you guys want to go ahead and do. The more interaction, because if it's only mock bookings, I'm always mock bookings or always, you know, not in the stuff that is interesting, you're not going to have that many people going into your profile. All right. And again, this is on your business page. So let me go into my regular. I went to Erika for travel. All right. And so, you know, you want to have something nice, you know, eye-catching, right? You want to have like informational stuff too, like this one, for example. People won't be happy about this. So what are your thoughts? It's telling you that airlines will start weighing people. So, you know, that's kind of like you want to get them going on this, right? So in this case, this person already started going on this. But from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share it to my personal one. So share in feeds. Thoughts. So this is what you guys want to do when you guys want to share from your business to your personal. Never do it on personal. Always do business, share to personal. Okay, because like that, again, people will go ahead and go into the original person that posted it to go ahead and see who did it. Okay, and then I will just go ahead and share. And so now my friends will be able to see it. And if they share, guess what? They're going to share this one. They're not going to share the one I posted in my personal. Makes sense. Okay. Same thing here. I put universal, right? This one is Dubai. You guys are able to choose places, locations, look for nice, pretty, eye-catching stuff. Even though they're not mock bookings, as you guys can see, I still got, it's not that much, but it's there, right? Um, this one just got 2. There's some that I do get a lot, and there's some that I don't like. This one didn't get any interaction. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so it just kind of varies a lot of this stuff too, because a lot of the stuff when you guys are like funny and all of that, you get more interaction compared to like when it's more of the like this one. Oh my goodness, that's how much I got. Huh. All right, well, this one, for example, got a whole bunch that I didn't even know, right? And it got commented that many times, as well as it got shared that many times. Wow, when did I post this one? 5 days ago. As you can tell, I haven't come in here. Wow. So you can never be too thin. All right. So that means that these people went ahead and commented. So I would recommend to also go in there and kind of commented on that too, because what that does is it hypes it up on Facebook. And then Facebook is like, oh my gosh, this post is getting, like crazy. And guess what? That means that your profile gets seen more. Makes sense. And then that's when you guys get followers or get all of that. Because what happens is anybody that goes ahead and sees this goes into your profile and starts looking through it to see what you have, right? So if you don't have anybody right now, commenting on stuff, you might get a follower, right? That's a potential client that you might have, a potential maybe agent in the future that you might have as well. All right. So that's why I say make sure you guys put something like funny in there once in a while, because we know that goes a long way compared to, just giving just a basic thing, just like, oh, here's some info, right? So mix it up a lot. See what you get out of it. See if you get more interaction when you do funny stuff, when you do informational stuff, when you do, all it, whatever it is, just mix it up. And whatever you get more interaction out of, try to do more of that as well. Don't stop doing like the mock bookings. Don't stop giving information. Don't stop doing the other stuff. But that kind of gives you a boost like, oh, my audience likes this kind of content, right? Because I can't tell you, oh, guys, go ahead and do funny pictures because look, right now that was all funny and I got more interaction. Well, maybe your audience doesn't like funny. Maybe they want to be educated, right? Or maybe they want to see some mock bookings. But just make sure you guys don't have mock bookings like crazy on there every day. Okay, maybe every other day or every so often. You want to go ahead and have that, right? Do funny stuff. Look into the travel section as well. Look up. I know I can give you one of this travel junkies. I have them. I follow them. Bloggers, go ahead and make sure you follow them too, because they post pretty good stuff. So I get ideas from them as well, right? So if you guys are gonna go ahead and utilize their information, make sure you guys do not share it. Okay, why? Because then it goes back to them, and we don't want that. So in that case, I would go ahead and save this information, right? Download the picture. I can go ahead and kind of either copy paste this and change it up a little bit if I post it on my area. But like this, it can give you guys ideas as well to be like, oh, this is interesting. So if it's interesting to you, more than likely it's interesting to your potential clients, potential, people also. So something like this, I can just easily, you can see that there's a lot of engagement. Look for some that are really engaged, like this one compared to this one, right? This one, little stuff like that, and you guys are able to download it and then just add it into your future ones. Makes sense. So like that, it uploads. And don't just rely on branch up all the time, because those are more like over here, more quotes kind of information. Oh, look this, and then they give you a picture. Just mix it up a little bit. All right. But otherwise than that, that's pretty much it. It's really easy to utilize. But you guys are also able to go ahead and click here on this little down button right here, and you guys can see that you guys are able to create stories and reels, and the same thing applies to it also. You guys can go ahead and create these, right? Click whichever you guys want to do, and then you guys are able to schedule either now or schedule it for later. Just make sure you guys don't do like a whole like 50 stuff and then just put schedule now, because then that 50 stuff is going to be like for today instead of like stretching it out. All right. And you can do this for both reels and stories, but reels and stories are more for videos. I would recommend. You guys can put stories, I mean pictures if you guys wish to. The only downside about using it when you're using reels or stories on the computer is you cannot add music into it. Okay. So if you guys want to go ahead and schedule out reels or stories, use your phone, download the Meta Business on your phone, because that's how I have it too. And you guys are able to do the exact same thing on here. I just like to see the calendar on the computer because I can see what I have. But otherwise than that, everything else like the stories and the reels, I use the business one as well, the app. Can you use personal photos? Yes, you can. You are able to utilize, of course, those are the best ones to go ahead and use as well. And again, those are, I always say that those are the best ones, right? Because then people get to see who you are. You can go ahead and utilize, maybe have a picture of you on vacation, you and your family, and that can be pinned to your business page. So like that, when people go in there, that's the first thing that pops up, right? I used to have that. I used to have one of those, but I took it off because I needed an updated one. But I pinned one up here. It was me with my family, right? And it said, welcome to my page. I am a travel agent. I specialize in Disney. I can quote you, stuff like that. And you guys are able to pin it. So every time somebody comes in here, that's the first photo they'll see. And they can see that you're family oriented or you like to travel if it's just you by yourself. If you have a family, travel related wise, it would be good, especially to pin one, just one. For that. Everything else, if you have other adventures and stuff like that, awesome. Share them also on there. But I think it's a good idea to share at least a pinned one so people can see that you're a real person, especially if you have just a logo here and you don't have a face of you, that kind of helps as well. Oh, then yes, Niagara Falls, then that's beautiful as well. So yes, utilize that. Like I had said, give information of Niagara Falls. Go live on your Facebook business page. I would. If you live there close by, you can go in there and be like interesting facts of Niagara Falls and do like little snippets kind of thing. I mean, I would. You can look up stuff before you get there. So like that, like, I mean, I do that sometimes, like when I'm about to go either to Disney or a Universal or on cruises, like I find stuff and be like, okay, what are people looking for? And then I just write it down and then I go live or do a video and be like, did you know, blah, 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 right? Because just because you know doesn't mean everybody else knows. Like, I don't know, I know where Niagara Falls is, how it looks, but I don't know like any information about it. I don't know how wide or big or best time to go or all of that. So that you are able to utilize that as well. Content right there. You have content for days right there alone. Yeah, this was hopefully you guys got some usefulness out of this. So again, make sure you go in there, look up, some influencers also, right? If you would like more of Instagram or whatever you guys utilize to go ahead and get information from. Like I said, Travel Junkie is a real good one. You guys can go ahead and follow. They have very good, nice photos and up to date and stuff. And you guys are always able to verify, oh, okay, there's an ice cream place in Austin, for example, that they posted. I went into my Viator, right? And I checked the ice cream place in San Antonio, and there was a link for that, right? So guess what? I put information and then I put my Viator link to it, and you can sell it like that too. All right. So remember, think outside the box too. Okay, interesting stuff people like to go ahead and do. The world's largest, I don't know, slide, or the biggest whatever, right? I recommend for you guys to do that as well. All right, guys. Well, otherwise than that, thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you guys in my next training. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you soon. Bye, guys.